Da sind auch noch Unbekannte.
Mark my words, miss.
Da ist ein Toter.
These murders are the work of a vampire. Hypocrites all of them.
So, bei dem waren wir gerade. Hier ist noch jemand, den ich noch nicht kenne, glaube ich.
Hello, boy.
Hello. Good evening.
Did I scare you? You have nothing to fear from me.
No, it's just that people prefer to avoid me.
Well, I won't. I'm a doctor.
My name is Rufus, sir. Rufus Kingsbury.
Warum ist der so... So, ich weiß nicht. So niedergeschlagen.
What do you do around here, Rufus?
I listen to the news on the docks, sir. And I smile at those kind enough to spare me a bob.
What do people say about this place?
Things have been tense between the wet boot boys and the communists. They both feel they should run the docks.
Hast du Arbeit?
Do you have a job?
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what I do and why I do it.
Okay.
What can you tell me about this region?
It's all about staying out of trouble. But since most people prefer to avoid me, it's pretty easy.
Why do people avoid you?
They call me Rufus the Curse. Around here, I'm a bit of a bad luck charm.
Oha, okay, das ist echt nicht nett.
Have you ever thought about leaving?
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is my city, for better or worse.
Oh, das tut mir voll leid.
Are you alone? Where is your family?
I don't have any. My parents are dead.
So you have no home? You're sleeping rough?
No. I mean, yes. I live on the streets. I have no home.
You should be careful, Rufus. There are things that lurk in the shadows of this city. Things that prey on the lonely and the desperate.
Well, I've known worse. I'm not all alone. I have Mrs. Fishburne. She's been very kind to me.
Why do you think she's so considerate?
I can't say, sir. I guess she's a good soul. Sometimes it's like she replaces the mother I lost, even if we're not related.
Oh. Der tut mir voll leid.
Do you know a man
ich weiß
who
nicht, das
lives
tut
in
mir
this
echt leid.
part of town? A man named Sean Hampton. I'm looking for him.
Sorry, sir. I don't know a lot of folks around here. Most prefer to avoid me.
Well, I don't think you should talk to him. He may be very sick.
Thanks for the tip. You might want to check the Turquoise Turtle. It's a pub not far from here. The barkeep knows everyone in these parts.
So
Okay,
long,
danke
Rufus.
schön.
Be careful. Take care.
Dich mag ich. Du bist irgendwie... Weiß ich nicht, so unschuldig kommst du rüber. Und seine Haare sind schon so grau. Ah, scheiße. Ich hab gedacht, ich kann da jetzt einbrechen oder so. Hallo, kann ich mal hier rein? Klopf, klopf.
Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reid. Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
The disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fishburne.
Wow.
And yes, indeed. Why not let a doctor in?
Weil du es eben nicht wolltest und wir dich manipulieren. Es tut mir leid, aber wir nutzen jetzt unsere
I'm
Kräfte.
not sure the epidemic is what worries people most these days.
It's locked, all right.
So, wir reden mal mit ihr.
So you have questions about the flu then?
Yes, among other things.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers coming in the house.
Ist kein Problem. Ich suche nach Sean Hampton.
I'm trying to locate Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where he could be?
You talking about the one everyone calls the sad saint? The man who takes care of the homeless?
The very same, Miss Fishburne.
I'm sorry. I don't know where his shelter is. But if you ask around, I'm sure you'll get your answer.
Ja, das machen wir schon. Dankeschön. Für die Info.
The orphan that regards you as a mother. Please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
Okay, sie hat also damit Erfahrung und hilft ihm, weil sie Mitleid auch hat.
How is life around here?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
Oh ja, das ist wirklich überall düster. Kannst du mir glauben?
Violence has always fed on poverty, don't you think? It's a cruel law of the human condition.
And selfishness is their rotten fruit. These days, you can just die in the gutter and no one will bat an eye.
Do you think the increase in violence has anything to do with the epidemic?
Don't know, but it's most likely linked to the gangs if you ask me. Recently, it's like everyone has had to pick a side.
Okay. Was machen Sie beruflich?
May I ask what you do for a living, Mrs. Fishburne?
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope factory, but it closed before the war. I occasionally help at the night asylum, in exchange for food.
Ist jemand im Krieg verstorben? Sie zahlen die Miete? Wie zahlen Sie die Miete? Mann, ich muss schon richtig lesen.
Oh no. My Jack was a docker. He died when my Seymour was just a lad. The poor boy saw his dad slip and fall from that scaffolding.
Okay. Wie zahlen Sie Ihre Miete, mache ich noch?
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always easy, but we get by all right.
So, da brauche ich nochmal Hinweise. Hier habe ich alles.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care.
Ist sie vielleicht krank oder müde oder so? Vielleicht kann ich ihr helfen. Nee, ihr geht's noch gut. Das ist schön. Ja, bitte nicht zu viel belasten, weil dann bist du erschöpft und dann muss ich dir helfen und ja, das zögert nur das Blutaussaugen hinaus, ne? Nein, Spaß. Ich will jetzt nicht alle umbringen, aber die ich nicht so mag vielleicht, die es verdient haben vielleicht. Mal gucken. So, dann schönen Abend noch, junge Frau. Wir gehen weiter. Der hat Blutarmut. Ich hatte doch vorhin eigentlich... Eigentlich habe ich doch vorhin geguckt. Ah nein, das wollte ich jetzt nicht drücken. Aha.
Do you need help?
A real doctor caring about me.
Ja, ich möchte dir helfen.
I don't know what.
Bitte schön, für deine Blutarmut.
So love to gaze at the stars. The fog's been hiding lately.
It's locked.
Na gut. Schauen wir uns mal weiter um. Da unten war ja irgendeine Leiche. Irgendwo. Ich habe schon wieder vergessen, wo das war, ehrlich gesagt. Ist natürlich nicht so gut. Irgendjemand wurde ausgesaugt. Und da war eine Frau und ein Mann bei der Leiche. Ich weiß jetzt nur nicht, wo das war. Blutige Halskette.
From Seymour to my beloved mother Stella. Fishburne, that sneaky bastard.
Okay.
It's locked, all right.
Bleib mal stehen. Hallo.
Good evening.
Yeah.
I have retrieved the gift for your mother, sir.
Great. Give it here then and take this for your trouble.
I also found the corpses. The ones under which you left the necklace, Mr. Fishburne.
Ah, so that's where I left it. I can be a bit stupid sometimes.
What the fuck?
Have you no remorse? You don't even deny your crimes.
I have many weaknesses, Dr. Reid, but lying about who I am ain't one of them.
You're not a mindless animal, Seymour. Surely you have something to say about these murders. Speak up and I will listen without judgment.
Could be right, Dr. Reid. Maybe it'll do some good to confide in a gentleman like you. You being educated and all.
Was soll denn das jetzt heißen? Was soll das denn jetzt heißen? Okay, er will sich wirklich uns öffnen. Ich dachte jetzt gerade, er will uns irgendwie so ein bisschen... Ja, ein bisschen frech werden.
Tell me about your victims, Seymour. Who were they? Why them? Was there a link?
Why should there be? They just kept getting on my nerves at the worst times, that's all.
How many? How many victims?
It's not like I keep records. It happens when it happens.
Okay.
You feel
Serienkiller hier.
no empathy for your victims at all.
You seem pretty calm yourself, don't you?
We're not talking about me.
All right. Well, our calm's the only thing we have in common then.
Okay.
Did you take pleasure in killing them, Seymour? All those people, all those lives extinguished.
I take no pleasure from it. Just gives me peace. Stills the anger. For a time.
Don't you think you should seek help? Talk to someone you trust, someone who cares about you.
No. And don't dare speak about me to your colleagues either. Keep your mouth shut tight. Especially about my mum.
Alter, was ist
This
falsch mit dem?
rage you feel, have you ever been able to control it? Resist it?
I tried. For my mum. I tried for her. Telling the truth made me feel better. For a while.
Warum beschützt ihre Mutter sie?
Why is your mother protecting you, Seymour?
I'm her son. She's the only one who knows me. Sometimes I think she knows me better than I know myself.
I understand you love her, but can't you see the awful situation you've put her in?
Do you think my mum would have a better life if I were dead? She seems so sad to know me sometimes.
I don't believe death is the appropriate sentence for murder. Not in a civilized society. But the last word has to remain with the law.
There is no law around here. No justice to be found. In these parts, revenge is the only answer.
Hinweis fehlgeschlagen. Scheiße. Irgendein Hinweis ist verloren gegangen. Mann! So eine Kacke. Warum das denn?
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Boah, du bist... Der läuft ja einfach rum und mordet Leute. What the fuck? Alles klar. Sehr krass. Wow. Einfach nur wow. War das hier unten? Ja, hier war das. Hä? War hier nicht noch eine Frau? Okay.
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton.
What?
Vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
Der ist sowas von Schwindler. Der müsste eigentlich dann sofort sehen, dass wir ein Vampir sind. Der im Krankenhaus hat uns sofort erkannt, der Vampirjäger hat sofort erkannt, dass wir ein Vampir sind. Und er nennt sich auch Vampirjäger und weiß es dann aber nicht. Also man muss nur eigentlich in seine Augen gucken, dann weiß man Bescheid. Verstehe auch nicht die Leute, die nicht auf sein Aussehen reagieren irgendwie.
What can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Oh boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
Ihre Arbeit.
How exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
Brauchen Sie Hilfe?
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
Okay.
How do you identify?
Machen wir das einfach.
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
Ich weiß nicht, ob ich den glauben soll. Er klingt jetzt nicht so, als ob er damit Erfahrung hätte. Na gut.
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
Okay. So, das letzte.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour, but I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
Alles klar.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
Okay. Also alle reden immer von dem Barmann.
Goodbye.
Da muss ich den finden. Na gut. Da ist er ja schon. Stimmt, die Bar haben wir doch am Anfang gefunden. Stimmt. Hallo.
Whatever.
Kann ich...
Don't take it.
Yeah.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you.
Ups, ich wollte es eigentlich nicht vorspulen. Ich wollte eigentlich nur gucken, ob ich Ihnen helfen kann.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
I really don't know. I heard he'd been abducted. I don't know if he's back.
Who could tell me then?
About the sad saint.
Okay, wir sollen ihn fragen. Kann ich ihm noch irgendwas hier fragen?
What do you do for a living, Mr. Delaney?
I drink. I drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night. And then I drink some more.
Ja, wow.
Why do you drink so much?
Herzlichen
Maybe it's
Glückwunsch.
because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am Doc.
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night.
Wow. Deswegen hast du keine Zeit, weil du dich besäufst?
Is there
Und dich
anything
damit
in
hinrichtest,
particular that
sozusagen?
you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly. So joyful.
Ja, ich fühle mich hier wirklich sehr erfreut, wenn ich hier bin.
No reason at all to rejoice, then? Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, the torn streetlight.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it, and now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there. Even if you tell me where it is. I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
Okay, er hat eine Menge verloren. Darum trinkt er, das ist der Grund, okay. Habe ich mir schon ein bisschen gedacht, man trinkt eigentlich nicht ohne Grund so viel.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly. So joyful.
No reason.
Let me...
Also das hatte ich gerade.
Another. Is there anything in particular that you like about?
How dare...
Das hatte ich auch gerade.
Is
How...
what?
Ich weiß nicht, warum das gerade nicht abgehakt hat. So, wir haben alles.
Goodbye.
Dankeschön. So. Okay, dann würde ich sagen, mache ich hier aber erstmal einen kleinen Cut. Wir sehen uns dann im nächsten Part, dann sprechen wir mit diesem Tom, dem Barkeeper, und bekommen vielleicht die Info, die wir brauchen, um Sean zu finden. Also schaltet da wieder ein und ja, bis dann.